basic formula that you're going to be using for electricity that can help you. The first one is V equals IR, which is the Ohm's law. So I'm giving you these equations. V equals IR, that's the Ohm's law, where your V is the voltage, I is your current, R is the resistance. Then you have P equals IV. P equals IV, power equals to current times voltage. Now, if P equals IV, we're still coming back, then you have H. Its energy equals to IVT. H equals IVT, right? Equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, H equals IVT. So if H is IVT, that's its energy, right? Or which is the same thing as work done. So work done is equals to energy equals to H, IVT. So I can replace this IV with P. So my work done will be equals to PT. So if they ask you to calculate energy consumed by body or the work done, your PT, W equals PT. I hope that is clear. So let's look at other ones. What else can we do? Since V equals IR, I can make R the subject, R will be V over I. So if R is V over I, okay, so I can now introduce, anywhere I have R here, I put V over I. Anywhere I have V here, I can put IR. So let's, from this equation 3, since we have V here and V is IR, so our H is going to be equals to I dot, instead of V, it's IR dot T. That's going to be I squared RT. So this is equation 5. So we've derived equation 5 squared RT. Now from R, we can replace with V over I. So H will be I squared times, instead of R, replace with V over I multiplied by T. So this I, we cancel one of this I squared, and you have ordinary I. So your next will be H equals to IVT. So that was how we got this H equals IVT. I hope that's clear. So let's try to derive more. Now from here, you recall that V equals IR. If I make I the subject of formula, I will be what? V over R. So if I is V over R, I can replace any of this I with my V over R. So if I replace from here, P equals IV, replacing I with V over R, that is P equals IV. But because I is V over R, P will be what? V over R dot V. And that will be what? P equals to V squared over R. That is another equation. So let's label that equation 6. V squared over R. Let's have another one. What if I replace in here, I replace my I with V over R? If I replace my I with V over R, since H equals to I squared RT, and I is what? V over R. So if I replace this I with V over R, I have H equals to V over R squared RT. So that's going to be H equals to V squared over R squared times RT. So R cancels one of these. So I have what else? V squared T all over R. V squared T over R. So that's equation 7.